Good morning. This is Rashad Mitchell coming to you live from my YouTube channel as I continue on my part series, the professional sports teams that didn't win the championship during that season. This is part 73. Today I'll be talking about the 2011 Green Bay Packers, coached under Mike McCarthy. This is a team that became just the 16th team in NFL history at the time, the 16th team in NFL history to win 15 games during the regular season. And the 15-1 record in Packer history stands as the best in team history. The Packers won their first 13 games of the season to extend their winning streak from the previous season to 19 because they had won the Super Bowl in 2010, beating the Steelers. So he was trying to go for back-to-back Super Bowls. So they had a 19-game winning streak, which was the second longest in NFL history behind the 21-game winning streak of the New England Patriots of 2003 and 2004, and also tied the record for the best start to a season in NFC history that the New Orleans Saints had set in 2009. The only loss for the Packers during the regular season was a Week 15 defeat in Arrowhead Stadium against the Kansas City Chiefs. They also became the first NFC North team to go undefeated in the division since the 1987 Chicago Bears. They had no Pro Bowlers and All Pros. Obviously, Pro Bowls like Aaron Rodgers, John Kuhn, Greg Jennings, Scott Wells, at center B.J. Raji, defensive tackle, Clay Matthews, linebacker, Charles Woodson, cornerback. The All Pros in the Associated Press All Pros team, you had Aaron Rodgers on the first team, Charles Woodson, first team, John Kuhn, second team. So this team was definitely the best team in the league. Offensively, they was prolific historically, ranking as the second best pass offense and third best total offense since this is according to Football Outsiders. Uh, Aaron Rodgers was the fourth most prolific, had the most prolific season play-by-play since calculations began, and some have called it one of the most efficient seasons ever by a quarterback. He set the record for highest passer rating in a season, 122.5. The 2011 Packers are one of only 5 teams in NFL history to score 35 points or more 9 times in a season, and one of only 2 teams to score 42 points or more in at least 6 games. The other being the 2013 Broncos. The Packers' 70 touchdowns in total were tied with the 1984 Dolphins for the third most touchdowns scored in the season, and their 51 total touchdown passes were tied with the 2004 Colts for second most touchdown passes in the season. Now the defense was horrible. They were ranked last, 32nd in the league in yards allowed. They surrendered NFL record 4,796 passing yards, and despite leading the league in interceptions with 31 interceptions. Yeah, so the Packers were aiming for a back-to-back Super Bowls. This team was 15-1. They had a great record-setting offense, but they lost in an upset to the New York Giants, who beat them in 2007 in the championship game on a Lawrence Tynes game-winning field goal. They got, totally outplayed at home at Lambeau Field to the Giants in the divisional playoff game, 37-20. So that was just a bad loss for them. So let's look at the playoff matchup against the Giants. See what happened, what went wrong. Okay. In this game, Eli Manning threw 3 touchdowns, which proved to be instrumental in the Giants' victory, throwing the Packers, the defending champions. And the Packers recorded a season high 9 drop passes. They also recorded a season high 4 turnovers in the game. And the reason for the inefficient offensive performance for the Packers, one of the league's historically prolific offensive units, was unknown, though the Packers' decision to rest their stars may have been costly to their players, as doing so tends to put players out of rhythm. And Aaron Rodgers, the quarterback of the Packers, went a full 3 weeks without taking the field. The offense dropped several crucial passes. The Packers also became the third team to finish the regular season 15-1 and not reach the Super Bowl, and the first to not win a single playoff game. The Giants handed the Packers their second loss and first home loss of the season. The Packers will also be the second team with a 13-game winning streak and failed to win a playoff game. That was after the 2005 Indianapolis Colts. His team was loaded. Aaron Rodgers had threw 45 touchdown passes. Jordy Nelson had a big year, 1,263 yards, 15 touchdown catches. It was very, very prolific. So let's look at the game for itself. What did the Giants do to win this game? But first and foremost, they couldn't stop Eli Manning, obviously. 3 touchdown passes. They score on a field goal. Lawrence Tynes from 31 yards to make it 3-0. Then Mason Crosby tied it with a 47-yard field goal, 3-3. Then Hakeem Nicks caught a 66-yard touchdown pass from Eli Manning to make it 10-3. Then John Kuhn scored an 8-yard touchdown pass from Aaron Rodgers. Then we tied at 10-10. Then Lawrence Tynes kicked the field goal to make it 13-10. And then I think this was with no time left before halftime. Eli Manning threw a Hail Mary to Hakeem Nicks to make it a 20-10 lead at halftime. It was 37-yard catch by Hakeem Nicks. And then the second half began. Mason Crosby kicked a 35-yard field goal to make it 20-13. And then Lawrence Tynes kicked the field goal to make it 23-13. So Giants was in control of this game, especially when they scored to make it 30-13. Mario Manningham scored a touchdown catch from Eli Manning to make it 30-13. That was for 4 yards. Then Donald Driver caught a 16-yard touchdown pass from Aaron Rodgers to make it 30-20. But the Giants kept it moving. Brandon Jacobs scoring a 14-yard touchdown run to make it 37-20. That was all she wrote. So Eli Manning played well in the playoffs during his career as a Giant quarterback. He was 21-33, 330 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Ahmad Bradshaw scored. No, he didn't score a touchdown. He ran for 63 yards and 12 carries. Hakeem Nicks had a big game, 2 touchdown catches, 165 yards, 7 catches. Michael Boley had 8 tackles, an assist on a tackle, and 2 sacks. So Aaron Rodgers did his best, but not good enough. Threw 46 times, completed 26 passes for 264 yards and 2 touchdowns and interceptions. So if you're a Packer fan at that time, in 2011, you felt that team was good enough to win it all because they're prolific offense, but their defense was not as good. They were last in defense. So that includes a look at Part 73, the professional sports teams that didn't win a championship during that season, the 2011 Green Bay Packers. I'll talk to you tomorrow as I do another video of this magnitude. Until then, talk to you tomorrow.